When I was 18 years old, I signed my first contract, and it wasn't for a car or an apartment. It was to enroll in a karate school. See, what started out as a hobby ended up saving my life. One night, years after starting my karate, I walked into a public restroom and a large man came out of nowhere and he lunged at me. Without even thinking, I stepped into his attack, hooked his wrist, and snapped his elbow. And then I ran. Here's the part that was so cool to me. What saved me that night, it wasn't power, it wasn't luck, it was a plan. A plan I had practiced over and over until it became instinct. So in this video, I want to show you how that single yellow belt move taught me one of the most important principles of success. Keep it simple. Practice it daily and always have a plan for how you'll respond when life or business throws something unexpectedly your way. You can't plan for everything, but you can prepare yourself. That's why we study. It's why we train. It's why we think ahead. Go to conferences so that when the unexpected hits, we don't panic, we respond with purpose. From the time I was a young girl, I loved the martial arts and I dreamed of earning my black belt. Karate became the discipline that transformed me from a distracted, failing high school student into a focused, determined college freshman. See, most karate schools teach by creating imaginary situations and then showing you how to get out of them. It's really a blueprint for how to handle challenges before they happen. That concept changed my life because it taught me how to think ahead, plan ahead, and align my response to any situation. What I didn't realize at first was that karate isn't just physical, it's actually built on Newton's laws of motion. Every move works because it aligns with those laws. You use your opponent's motion, not your own strength, to create power. The same is true in life and it's true in business. When you align with the right principles, instead of fighting against them, you find power and peace instead of struggle. That night in the restroom, everything I had practiced came back instantly. I didn't freeze, I didn't panic. I stepped into the lunge, hooked his wrist, and snapped his elbow, and then I got away. And here's what's so amazing. It wasn't an advanced move. It was a basic yellow belt, right after white belt technique. One I practiced hundreds of times. It worked because I had a plan, practiced that plan until it became instinct, and then I kept it simple. Three dynamics made the difference that day. First, simplicity. The move was basic and direct. Success always builds on simple, consistent principles. Second, practice. I practiced that move every class for years until it became automatic. When pressure came, I didn't have to think, I just acted. In life and business, repetition creates readiness. And then third, a plan with strategy. I didn't just react. I had already visualized what I would do if I were ever attacked that way. My plan was to step into the attack and not retreat. That plan became my strategy, and that strategy saved my life. Most people respond to challenges by reacting, but reaction oftentimes leads to chaos. When you have a plan, one that aligns with truth and real principle, you gain clarity, confidence, and control. That experience taught me something deeper too. God doesn't always remove the attacks from our lives, but He equips us to face them. Proverbs 21:31 says it this way: "The horse is prepared for the day of battle, but victory belongs to the Lord." I love that. See, my job was to prepare, to train, to plan, to align. God's job was to bring the victory. This principle applies everywhere. In business, leadership, and life, you don't have to be the strongest or the smartest. That's why I love karate. You just have to have a plan, align it with the right laws, and practice it until it becomes part of you. The bigger the challenge, the greater the opportunity. And often, the easier the takedown when you're aligned with the right principle. Guys, if this story inspires you, I'd love for you to stay connected. Subscribe to my channel. We'll talk about more lessons on alignment, on mindset, on purpose, on strategy. Give this video a like if it's encouraged you, and share it with someone who might need a reminder that preparation and alignment win over panic every single time. And then if you want to go deeper, order my book, The Audit Principle. It'll serve as your roadmap to aligning your life and business with the laws of success and living with intention. I'm Jane and Craig. Thank you for watching, and remember this: success isn't about luck and chance. It's about alignment, and it starts with the plan.